Jumbo, fellow adventurers, it's Mike Dooley. Welcome to another week in paradise, another spiritual tune up where I bring otherwise sometimes confusing spiritual ideas down to earth for your immediate use and traction. And today, I've got a great talking point thanks to one of your questions. If you have a questions on life, dreams, happiness, aliens, UFOs, Bigfoots, after death experiences, post them below on Facebook and or Instagram, and they may soon be a talking point of mine in the near future. Today's question is kind of advanced and it's super relevant to all of our lives. It doesn't seem advanced at first glance, but I think you'll get it. To make things happen or to just allow? Mike, why do you, I don't know if it's me or we, why do we or you have the tendency to always want to take control rather than just allow it to flow? Let life happen. Surrender. Detach. Thanks for your answer. All right, so the question is, perhaps it's to me. The entire overwhelming body of my work is to teach people how to harness their extraordinarily divine gift of dominion over all things. Your thoughts become things. Your words give you wings. What is it you want? Go for it. Get it. You can make it happen. What is it you dislike? You can change it. You're not supposed to endure it. My entire teaching, my entire life is all about making things happen. Yet, at a glance, it seems my message is entirely contradictory to many other schools of philosophy where it's allow, let it come to you, stop struggling, surrender, detach. Well, this is not going to make your day, but both philosophies are solid gold. Yet, the trick is blending them together for a cohesive understanding that applies to all endeavors. And that's easy to do. There's just a little bit of fancy footwork, which we can knock out in 5 minutes. All right? So, first, understand that we are all pure God, of God, by God, for God, divinity. Okay? And here's a really cool concept that has just recently come to my awareness, and that is the same quality of God that pours through this instrument of my being is the exact same that pours through your instrument, your physical being that you channel. Yet, we each show up very differently. How and why? We are God's desire and longing for more actualized now on planet Earth to go in 7.5 billion different directions, to give God 7.5 billion different views, to help God feel 7.5 different billion experiences. And then 100 billion people have lived on planet Earth. That doesn't even count parallel universes and parallel realities, nor does it take into account perhaps 200 or 300 million other planets with sentient life in a humanoid fashion that already exist and all of their parallel realities. God's pretty much got it covered. So divine mind, divine universe has come alive in its own creation. The same quality of God, the same quality of just pure, everlasting truth, joy, and ecstasy pours through every single one of us. But each of us acts like a lens, a filter. By chosen, our higher self and or aka God, chosen leanings and inclinations. Oh, in this lifetime, I'm going to be this tall, bald dude. This lifetime, I'm going to be drawn towards math. This lifetime, I'm going to be a couch potato. The next lifetime, I'm going to be drawn towards the arts. I'm going to try out some high IQ, low IQ. I'm going to try out male energy, female energy. I'm going to try out some unisex energy. I'm going to try out 72 gajillion, gabillion, gazillion different lenses. And as you pour the same God energy, light, love through, each lens diffracts God in a different way to see, hear, and feel different things. We're all related. To say we're brothers and sisters is like a grotesque misnomer, because we're more than that. We're the same. We're like reincarnational aspects of one another, except more than that too. You're God, I'm God, the same God, just different lenses to experience reality differently. Those lenses are also made up of our beliefs. Some empowering beliefs, some limiting beliefs, some helpful, some not so cool. All of it creates this mosaic of seeing things differently. So if all of a sudden, kaboom, you land on planet Earth and you're being drawn to the arts and you're loving rap music and you're feeling this vibe with animals, please follow your heart. You're God's only chance to know life as you alone can know it. Whereas somebody else, kaplop, lands over here and they're intellectually bent, or they're drawn to services, or they're drawn to a solitary existence, or they're drawn to work with their hands, or in the gardens, or in the fields, or whatever. Please, to that person, follow your heart. Do what you want. Make it happen. Do you see, if each of us just said, well, I'm just going to allow, I'm just going to be here, I'm just going to see what happens. That's not what God wanted. You know, okay, we could be splitting hairs here. Maybe somebody would choose a life to be ultra passive. And that would be a choice that should be honored. If you're feeling like detached, then that's your path. But if you're feeling like, I want to go play, I want to go scream, I want to go shout, I want to go dance, I want her to fall in love with me, I want them to call me a best friend, I will go there, go out the house, get out of the house, stop just visualizing with a vision board. Go make it happen. All right, so do you see that there's a strength here and a clarity? Of course you need to go and exert your desires. You need to live them, make them come true, get a vision board, take baby steps. Watch Mike Dooley, listen to my programs, read my books, because I'll show you how to make it happen. But simultaneously, here's the rub and how to make it blend together. While you should be using your heartfelt leanings and inclinations to give yourself perspective, to pass judgment that's perfectly good on what's going to serve you or not, whether it's being with certain people or not, you owe that to yourself. You got to make this happen. Go follow your heart, but use your heart and your leanings and your inclinations to give you a direction. And as I teach in all of my works, have general end results. I'm going to move in the direction of financial abundance with a lot of friends and some fur babies. Okay, great end results. Now you've got directions to move in that are in alignment with your heart, that will light you up, make you excited about the journey. And during the journey, you're going to be learning all kinds of lessons and sending all kinds of reports back to Divine Mind about how awesome the jungles of time and space are. Do not attach nor insist upon the details along the way. Do insist upon joy. Do insist upon health. Do insist upon fulfillment, creativity, friends, laughter, moving this way, going that way. Insist upon the general directions, and that will leave infinite opportunity and possibilities for God and manifestations to show up that will make your heart sing. So there is something to attach to, but it's not what most folks would teach what we should attach to. Do not attach to the items on your vision board. Use your vision board to get excited about the direction your life is going. Oh, there'll be probably this and probably that, this or better, that or greater. That's what a vision board is for. And that's how you visualize details without attaching to them. You insist upon the general end result that's in alignment with your heart so that you can be the best version of yourself and report back all the juice to the Divine Mind. And then on your journey, surrender, let go, don't resist. Do be deliberate when something doesn't show up that you, when something does show up that you don't like, be like, oh, let it just roll off. Let me pick myself up, dust myself off. Let me recalibrate. Oh, maybe I really don't want to move in the direction of country music after all. Maybe it should be a little jazz. Maybe it should be a little more mountains and a little less beach. These are great ways so that you can give yourself direction by tuning into your own heart. So the answer is you make it happen. But you don't do it through attaching to unimportant details, cursed hows, whens, wheres, whos, and the like. Let it be easy. Show up. Okay, I got more great questions coming. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about suffering. Is it by design or is it by accident? How can we learn from it? How can we avoid it? And more good questions on tap. Post yours down below, Facebook or Instagram. Tally ho, amigos. See you mañana. Felina, welcome. Dominique, Melania, Desiree on Facebook. So glad you're here. On Instagram, Sally, Josh, Sarah, Argon, Ricky, Finn Focus. Tally ho, amigo.